Thousands of runners are set to take over Yonge Street this Sunday as the Sporting Life 10K returns. This year, the run is raising money for Campfire Circle, which is a charity that helps send kids with cancer to camp. This race beginning around 7:30 a.m. near Yonge and Eglinton. Joggers will then head down to the lakeshore, with the event ending by Exhibition Place. Make sure to plan your route. There will be some road closures in effect that will begin as early as 4:30 in the morning. And we are learning more today about why this run is so important. So here in studio joining me to discuss this, Karen Jules and Ashley Hilkowich, who is Chief Strategy Officer at Campfire Circle. Thank you both for joining.
Thanks for having us.
I want to begin with you, Karen. You have obviously a very personal connection to this run. Let's hear about Caden, your son.
Yes, so in 2014, my son Caden was diagnosed with osteosarcoma in his left femur. This was after breaking his leg. And so he spent a lot of time in the hospital undergoing chemotherapy, operations. And it was just, a lot of time in the hospital as a kid, and as a family, things really turn around when you get that type of diagnosis. And so ever since then, he's been spending a lot of time being followed up in the hospital.
It takes a toll on the entire family, doesn't it?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
It becomes a new type of normal for most families. And I just remember, at the time it was just like, how are we going to cope through this? But even though it's, something that can be devastating, we also have the ability to adapt. And so our family has just been adapting for quite some time.
And that is kudos to you and your entire family for that support. And that support also stretches out to Campfire Circle. Let's talk about this connection here and where Campfire Circle came in with you.
Well, we meet kids and families oftentimes the day or week they're diagnosed in the hospital, and really have the privilege of being part of their journey and helping to create a community of support. So providing those play-based programs, but also helping kids to make friendships and connect with other people with shared experiences. So we're in the hospitals, pediatric hospitals across the province 7 days a week, including at Sick Kids. And then we have the privilege to take these children we have 2 overnight camps, which are medically supported. So even if you're on active treatment, you can actually leave the hospital and come up to camp and continue that journey of support and growth.
Which means the world to both the campers and their families, because it allows them to be kids again.
Yes.
Kids again. So Caden right now is 19 years old.
He is.
He just graduated
from the program. Yes.
Let's talk about what Campfire Circle has meant for him and what he has seen and done.
Yes. Well, like I said, he spent a lot of time in the hospital. And so we were introduced to Campfire Circle while staying at the hospital, where they were able to do programs and learn different things and do crafts and arts and all different things just to make the stay a lot better. And then we were invited, or Caden was invited, to attend the overnight camp. And at first he was a little bit nervous because he was only 9 years old. So. Sure. It was something that, he'd never been to camp before. So when he attended, it was like he went on the bus nervous and came back smiling, different friends, really great experience. It was just like a wonderful time that he had at the camp.
When you talk about it, you have a big smile
Yes.
on your face.
Yeah.
Now, you've been running this 10K for several years now, and we were talking off camera, you don't necessarily consider yourself a runner, but you are doing it for him, you are doing it for others. Why is it so important for others to be aware of this run and the funds that it raises for Campfire Circle for you personally?
Yes, for me personally, yes, I wasn't very much of a runner, but because his operation actually left him with an impairment, and I started running, and when I would run, I would keep him in mind. And that kind of just helped me keep going. And so I decided to do the run for Campfire Circle through the Sporting Life 10K. And that was something that challenged me, but also it was something that was giving back and able to be able to raise funds for such a great cause. And I was able to see firsthand where the money goes. I understand the impact that it has on each family and each camper. And so that's why it's very special and important to me. The other thing is that it's also on Mother's Day.
Yes.
So it's just a way to celebrate motherhood as well, and just to connect with other parents and mothers and people who are just interested in just giving kids just a great time.
It is such a beautiful and supportive atmosphere. I was
Yes.
saying I ran it once,
Yeah.
and it was incredible to see the support and the love down those 10 kilometers, right? Finally, for you, Ashley, if people can't take part, it's already on Sunday, but I'm sure you're already planning for more fundraising events, especially even into next year. How can people support? What can people do?
Well, every donation matters, whatever you can give. We're collecting donations at sportinglife10k.ca right now, and we are 100% funded by community support. So we really rely on the generosity of folks to step up and make camp free for families, because we don't charge for any of our programs. So, your donation is sending more kids to camp. We have 1,500 campers we want to bring to our overnight camps this summer, and it's enabling us to be in the hospital 7 days a week, helping kids when they're on treatment.
Really important work that you do. Thank you so much, Ashley. Karen, thank you so much for joining. And Caden's
Thank
doing
you.
great.
Yes, he is.
Beautiful. That's what we love to hear. And we'll have more information on our website. Thank you to the both of you for joining, and have fun on the run.
Thank you.